biggest problem of the world today. People just don't believe that he's coming back one day. Oh no, do you?
So this is Matthew 13 verse 12, because the Lord, he could take away what you knew and give it to someone else. And I'm going to show you through the scripture. Now, Matthew 13 and 12, for whosoever have, to him should be given. So if a person has something which is referencing towards the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, it says to him should be given. So if it's given to a person, that means you received it. And if you received it or it was given to you, it also could be taken away. And we're going to read it. So for whosoever have, to him should be given. And he should have more abundance. So he should have more abundance. So other words, you have more in measure. Because everything was given to us by measure. Whereas this knowledge or this wisdom was given to Yahushua not in portion, but it was given unto us in portion. But whosoever have not, from him should be taken away even that he have. So the person that have not and the person that do have, the Lord could take away from that man that have it or the information that he have and give it to a more sincere brother and push that person into darkness and push them back into the world and take that information and give it to somebody else. You understand? Showing that it doesn't belong unto us. That's why you should fear, and that's why you should be humble. Now, this is the book of Romans, chapter 14 and 1. Now, it reads, him that is weak in the faith receive ye, but not to doubtful disputation. So you're going to have brothers that's not as strong in the faith as somebody else. But the scripture said to receive them. And you work with them. You also work with them to build them up in the faith. Now this is talking about a brother that is sincere. Now it's not talking about a person that's weak in the faith and is not sincere. Because if that person is not sincere, it's not much you could work with. But now a brother that is sincere, he may be weak. You work with him and you build them up. Rather than just like crushing him and cursing him out, you work with him. And that's what scripture say, to edify. Edify means to build up. That's what it says, but not to doubtful disputation. So you don't dispute that person. Or how the fuck you can't see this? Or Lord ain't dealing with you. Like some things the Lord haven't opened to certain people. So you got to work with them and be patient with them. And Lord willing, eventually over time, they will see it. If they of the elect. And it's talking about a brother. Okay, ain't talking about no grimy ass nigga that can't see something. Like this guy I call General Toso Chicken, the commanding General Yohana. Who gonna sit down and be patient and work with that damn demon? He can't see it, and guess what? He don't want to see it. Because he's sold out. So this scripture is talking about a person that's sincere. So verse 2. For one believeth that he may eat all things. Now the eating part is talking about understanding. So some brothers on level, they can eat the meat of the scriptures. And which is the meat is the deeper understanding of the scriptures. So some brothers may be able to eat it and understand it. Whereas some brothers may not be on that level. So they may have to eat something a little more potent. That's why it reads, for one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. So there's gonna be certain guys gonna be on a level of herbs. So they may be able to understand the basics, but they may not be on a level as another brother, because you got some brothers just explore the scriptures more than other brothers. And I'm just being honest. But that's how things are in the spirit. That's how the Lord set it up. That don't mean you boast You look down on somebody because that brother, the brother that may not understand something as far as knowledge, the Lord may have given to that person just strong faith, and that person that know less may have a stronger faith than a person that have a lot of knowledge. Excuse me. So verse 3, let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not, or that understandeth not. That's what it's talking about. And let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth, for the Most High has received them. So the Most High is dealing with both men, because both men are doing the service of the Most High. Who art thou that judges another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. Yea, he should be holding up, for the Most High is able to make him stand. So that's talking about a person that have less understanding. You don't despise them, and a person that possess less information, you don't despise him that know a lot of information. You don't be jealous. You don't be jealous of your brother. That's not how we do things. Scriptures say this is a body. So verse 5, one man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. So it says one man esteemeth one day above another. Like, whereas us, brother that's out there teaching and, that's keeping up with the Sabbath and everything. Now, we may esteem certain days above other days, such as the Sabbath, the Passover, the Day of Atonement, etc. And it says another esteemeth every day to life. Whereas certain people may seem every day to be the same, because that's a person that might just be coming in and may not have or may not possess the same knowledge as you. He's still trying to learn about Yahushua, but he's sincere. He may not cross over to the camp yet and start teaching. He may still be in a level of understanding. So to him, every day will be the same. He may not be keeping the Passover, the Day of Atonement, the Sabbath day, and he may not even have a beard on his face yet. But if he's sincere and he's learning, over time he will get it. But it says, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. That's the point. Let every man be fully persuaded by his own mind. Because keeping the law is not going to save us. It's our faith. That's what it means to be persuaded. To have faith means to have trust. And the faith comes with understanding. The more you learn, the more you understand. He that regarded the day regarded it unto the Lord, and he that regarded not the day to the Lord, he do not regard it. He that eateth, eateth to the Lord, for he giveth the Most High thanks, and he that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not and giveth the Most High thanks. In other words, there's levels to this thing. But that don't mean you just stay on one level and be stagnant. You do your best to fulfill the service of the Lord. So verse 7. For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For whether we live, other words, we live to serve the Lord. Other words, we belong to Yahushua. So it says, for whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord. And whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's. Other words, we're property unto the Lord. That's why we're servants. We don't live unto ourselves. We do what the scriptures tell us to do. So with that, I hope this video is edifying. And again, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. And Shalom.